So this week we're starting a four sermon series on Avalanche, and I called it that because at one point I heard the song that Megan sang, and the words are so powerful. Where if you think of an avalanche, we have been caught up in God's avalanche of love and grace and peace and joy and gifts, and we can witness to that. But there are times where it tumbles us around, and we're not quite sure which end is up and how we should react in certain scenarios or certain situations. And I want to assure you that, have you ever been in a situation with someone where you've wondered, why in the world did they do that? Or maybe you've been the one that people said, well, why in the world did you do that? Are you crazy? Sometimes life gets us in a position where we don't understand why we do things, but somehow the wires are connecting. Sometimes we do things and we know exactly why we're doing it. When you're with someone and you're thinking, why in the world are they doing this? I want to invite you to pause for a moment and say to yourself, there's got to be a reason why they're doing it. Have you ever done have you ever done anything that left people wondering, like, what in the world? But in your head it made total sense? We all do things in our lives that make sense to us, but don't always make sense to the people on the receiving end. This Sunday is about peace. And there are times in my life where someone has done something to me where it left me unsettled. Where it left me not knowing what to expect or what normal is, or how this relationship is going to develop, or whether the relationship should continue to develop. It leaves in my gut this really uneasy, unpeaceful feeling. I think what causes me even more unrest is when I do something to someone else that causes them distress. Sometimes I do things because I'm just unaware of how they're feeling or the situation, and I put myself out there and it hurts them somehow, and it bothers me. Parenting is the hardest thing. If you've had kids and tried tough love, oh my goodness. I don't know how to do tough love, but I'm in a situation where I'm constantly trying to do it. And sometimes it hurts. It hurts my kids. And when I see them anguish, it hurts me. And I don't have peace about it. So what do? Do you give in and let them have what they want? Or do you stick to your guns and get ready for the battle? Or is every situation different? I don't know. If you know, let me know. I'd love to know. My kids would love it if I knew. But this passage is so profound, right? So the image is the stump of Jesse. And that had huge meaning for the community of Israel, the nation of Israel. But essentially what God was saying is that he's saying it through the prophet Isaiah. The book of Isaiah is actually the prophecy of Isaiah, right? So there are times, if you're reading it, it's interesting because there are times where the prophet will speak for God. It's like God is speaking through him to the people of Israel. And this is one of those passages where he's telling you, God is telling them that out of the stump of Jesse will come a shoot, will come a branch. And the branch, let me tell you about the branch. Before we prayed, we talked about how, you have an idea of who you are. And then other people see you and have an idea of who they think you are. But then God knows really who you are. Bless you. And what this says is that God, who knows you perfectly, is going to send a shoot out of this dead stump. And it's going to grow and bloom. And God will prune it along the way. And it'll be perfect. And it'll bring peace. It'll bring peace to you. It'll bring peace to your relationships. It'll bring peace into the world. And that shoot is Jesus Christ. So I want to offer you an opportunity to kind of think about what peace is. Because peace is more than the absence of conflict in your life or the absence of conflict in the world. Peace is an active working together. It's like community love. It's like we're all on the same page and we're all embracing our gifts and it's kind of like your body functioning together, right? Your body is at peace with itself until you get sick or something goes wrong. Everything works together. Sometimes, right? Your head, your blood, your muscles, your breathing, it functions together. So it's not the absence of war, but it's actually the working together where you really see peace. Listen to these words, right? The wolf will lie down with the lamb. God is giving this agricultural community, this community that knows what it's like to live in the wilderness. He's giving him illustrations to try and exemplify how powerful God's peace is through Jesus Christ. This root, this shoot that comes out of this stump. The wolf will live with the lamb, the leopard will lie down with the goat, the calf and the lion and the yearling will together. And a child will lead them. A cow will feed with the bear. The young will lie down together. The lion will eat straw like the ox. Now, I'm not an agriculturalist. My daughter wants me to be a farmer, but I'm not there yet. I don't like farms. I don't like animals. So just don't hold that against me. This is the one that got me, right? So maybe if you're into all that, you get it. Like wolves and lambs, well, the wolf will eat the lamb, I guess, right? But here's what got me. You ready? This is how powerful God can be in our lives when it comes to peace if we let him. The infant will play near the cobra's den. The young child will put its hand into the viper's nest, and they will neither be harmed or destroyed. That's the power of Christ to bring peace into the world. So this morning, I want to give you one point to take with you. And the one point is this: that God knows who you are, and if you set your eyes upon him, and you focus on his love for you, you can find peace. Not just a peace where there's an absence of conflict, but a peace in which you can find comfort knowing that you are one with God, with your Creator, and you are eternally loved. No matter what you've done, no matter where you've been, no matter how bad you screwed up tough love, God loves you so perfectly that the cow will eat with the bear, or the child will be in the company of what we see as dangerous and not even be harmed. God knows you perfectly. He loves you, and he can bring you peace.